So today I wanted to play some Skellige, and there's a deck that I've been meaning to make with a couple cards that you'll see. There's some interesting choices in here, but I wanted to try the Skellige deck based on the big units. Well, we'll show you in a second, but you can see in the title, Svangri's in here. So we are playing Blaze of Glory. We're going to be sending our Entree Greatsword to gain Veteran, which means that we can trigger this, it'll trigger and get a little bit bigger. So we'll get into that. We're playing Mask with a discard package for consistency. We are playing Tier. I felt Tier was a good inclusion in this deck. You could play Fukusha instead, but yeah, you could play Fukusha instead. There's some good synergies with Fukusha. You can play Svangri with Fukusha if you want to. You can play Skjordal, stuff like that. Bjorn. There's some good Fukusha targets. I just decided to go with Tier this time because honestly, I never play Tier because I haven't played Raid Warriors since the day after it came out, and I made a video on it, and everyone else started playing Raid Warriors too. Probably not off of my video, but not my favorite deck. We're playing Ice, so Ice Blaze of Glory is our combo. We're going to do that on the Greatsword. We are playing King Bran. I wanted to boost up our veteran cards by an extra point because we have a ton of veterans. So if we take a look, if we can type, we're playing a whole bunch of veteran cards, so it's worth a lot of points. The King Bran is. And especially because we're trying to double up on value, right? Getting extra points off of the Greatsword from it coming back from Svangri. Extra points on this Invaders because it comes back with War of Clans we're playing. Extra points on these from Hjalmar, which we'll get to. So it just adds up to a lot. So I think we should be playing him. But obviously you can make some substitutions with these guys if you want to. Then we are playing Hjalmar. Hjalmar's a card I've been meaning to play for a super long time because he's very cool. He's one of those conditional damage cards, but unlike something like Milva and Scoia'tael that literally has no chance of ever seeing play until it gets buffed, Hjalmar I think has some potential. Because just playing Deploy, banishing a Greatsword for 12 damage is actually pretty good. The other one is banishing a Invader, which will start the game at 6 because the brand is okay. Let's deploy 6 damage. That's fine. But the problem with Hjalmar is usually you can't set him up round 1 too easily. But we have some ways to do that. You can discard things with your discard package. There's ways to set him up. But I just think Hjalmar is really cool, and I miss him being played. So I want to play him. And sometimes that's all you need to put something in the deck. Then we have the discard package, Burna, Coral, Morkvarg. I'm just going to go through all of them. Tier 6 Skirmisher, no surprise there, and Double Skulled in this one actually, because we get more graveyard benefit than normal. And I do want to mention, since a lot of these are warriors, if you don't like Tier or King Bran in particular, King Bran, I think you could fit a Blood Eagle in this deck, and maybe use the Death Blow. That could be interesting. After the discard package, we're playing Bjorn, just because we were playing, Bjorn's just really good if you King Bran. The Clash at 6 is really strong. Then we have, it even goes up, even goes above that, right? Goes up 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can get some pretty good damage off of Bjorn. Then we have Svangri. You play Blaze of Glory Svangri. It's really good. Svangri, depending on what round you're in, you can get to really big values. It's just really good. Really strong. That's why I'm saying you could Fukusha for him again if he dies, but it's just harder to set up the second time. Without the Blaze of Glory, it's kind of hard to set up. We have the Morkvarg, we have Drake. He just sets our graveyard up. Drake's actually really good round 1 for setting up Hjalmar if you think you need the damage, right? You can Drake, send a Invader, and start boosting the Invader to give your Hjalmar a bunch of damage. Yeah, it's just pretty good. Then we have the War of Clans here. I'm playing War of Clans. We are in Devotion. I think War of Clans is a really cool card. And we are playing a bunch of 4 Provision Warriors, which we can get good value off of. And yeah, I just think it's a cool card. You don't have to play War of Clans. There are other warriors you could play. You could play Yutta if you don't want to send a Greatsword. You could play Darren if you want to play another consistency. You could play a Lock. Should be in Skellige though, because we are in Devotion. Although Devotion, yeah. You could play something else. There's choices. If you want to go damage, you can play Lock. There are options here. And you can always play a 5, like a second Raiders, then go to 7 and play something like Axel 3 as just pure tempo. There's choices here. Then we have things like the 2 Greatswords we mentioned. These guys are actually quite good in the deck. And yeah, they're just quite good. Because you're going to get send one off Blaze of Glory. So you always want to keep one in the deck. But the other one you can get value from just playing it because you do have a fair amount of damage, and yeah, you've got pretty good uses. You can always discard one off of if your ice survives somehow. You can always discard the second great sword and get it to come back that way. Yeah. Then we have the one on Crate Raiders, just because we had a 5 provision slot, and this had Veterans, so it gets a little extra value. We have the Invaders, 1 Warrior, 2 Skulls, and 2 Warriors. On Crate Warrior, I should say, and Brockfire Warrior. You could just play 1 Scald and go double on Crate Warrior, which would probably be good as well. But yeah, this is the deck. I've played a few games with it. It's pretty fun. I like it much more than something like Raid Warriors. Does it have the ceiling of that? I don't think so. But it's a fun deck, and you have a good amount of control in it. And very strong short rounds with Blaze of Glory. So let's go try it out and see if we can win some games with this guy today. Andrew 2000. Pirates Cove. This will be interesting. I want to see if this is Collusion, because I've been meaning to play Collusion, but I made a bunch of Syndicate decks recently, so we have to wait till the end of the season to do that. I want to do all of them in a row. We opened Drag. That is nice. We want to see that. Scald's nice. We do want to draw, though. We have Coral, Burna, Scald. Yeah, we want to find our last Skirmisher, but we don't want to put these other cards back, so we'll just see if we draw into it. Obviously, he's going to play Madam Serenity right away. Let's see if we... No, he did not play Serenity. That's interesting. Must not have it, then. You always love to see them not having it. Do we want to go Drake first? I think we do. Let's move ourselves a Vader. Start boosting that up. It helps us with Yalmar, helps us with War of Clans. Take it out with Junior. Little annoying, but what are you gonna do? Time for Coral to start going. He has enough coins that I'm pretty sure Coral dies, but hopefully we can get off a... We might get off the Burna here. Now he's gonna use the Fee on Junior. To be expected. By the way, see that? No King of Beggars. So it's definitely Collusion then. Nothing else skips out in the King of Beggars. Well, that's kind of weird with the Sigi, but... They did draw into our last Skirmisher, which is nice. Good for him, he killed that Coral. I guess he could have hard drawn the King of Beggars. I'd feel pretty bad for him. There's the little bird. If we want to win the round, we do have to kill her. So I think we'll just drop the Clash in here. I've played enough Collusion to know if you let the little bird live, you end up losing things pretty quickly. We're playing a poison package here. That's kind of interesting. I think we'll return the Bjorn to our hand here. So let's go Brockfar Warrior. You, so you can't do Insanity. You, and then we'll put you back in our hand, and we'll discard this Warrior. Hold on to Bjorn for later. And we can finish off the Abomination if we decide we want to later. That's a very inefficient use of coins. We could melee this Scald, or we could just play Bjorn again. Working on with Yalmar. Go just play this guy melee for now. We don't need anything else, and the fact he's spending coins like this tells me he has no good spender. Obviously, he could make a guy off of the Cove, but I don't think he wants to. That we could potentially Yalmar that. The 7 on that, yes. If he does that once, we could. Oh, that's a good card for him. Yalmar does 7, right? So we'd have to Yalmar and play another card here. We're going to rely on him. Since it is Collusion, we do want to start denying his stuff. So like, I think we will do this.
Who wants to taste Skelliger Steel?
Just deny all the fee cards, basically. We'll have to play Bjorn next. We don't have to play a card here, though. Although he does carry over now from Novigrad. It says both have veterans, so they get better. Sigi's super strong. Like, Sigi's not a card you want them to have control over playing. I don't want him to have, like, so much carryover, like a Novigrad Order and leader charges. Interesting. Okay, there's a leader charge gone. That's good. Question is, do we want to Skjordal here? So we could kill off this Sea Jackal, but his last card is probably a poison. I think it's worth it, though. This could be a bluff. It's unlikely he drew that many poisons in his opener hand. It's his 4th poison card. Nice. Got the Collusion out. That helps a lot. He's only down 7 here. So we could win on even with Iced. That might be worth it, depending on how much he commits.
Only one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
We could win on even with Iced. Is that worth it? I think we win on even, right? We got 6 bleeding, so we go down to 22. Ice puts us to 26. We do 7 damage. That's effectively 33. Then we get a 12 back. That's a 45. So Iced is enough. I think the win on even's good enough.
No retreat, not one step.
So 11, not 12. We still have enough points here. It's a big commit. Really big commitment, but I think it's worth it here. Let's say it's worth it because our deck's so thin we could push a Sigi out here, but that does not actually appear to be the case. Still gonna try for it.
Out of the kettle, into the cauldron.
Should have to use his leader here, but it's not enough points. If leader's not good enough, we can get his leader and then still pass. He shouldn't have used it yet. We're very happy with this. Very happy. Bled out his leader charge and the last card in his hand too, so. It was good. Very good bleed here.
The beast will be born. I want some through with you. You'll be begging like the rest of them.
I wonder if this is a senior deck with Jacques. Hell, he might not even be playing Sigi. Okay, we do actually need our tier, guys. Like, that's a thing we do need. We can't trigger Svangri that easily here. Nice, no tier. It's the literal bottom card of our deck. Awesome. We don't have a good card, well, we do have good cards to discard for him. Just think of beggars. Sure. Alright, Scald. Let's see something good here.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Well, that triggers Svangri, so it's not that bad. We had to discard a card there for him. That's why we kept the Scald.
Marcus gets purest here is purest in all matter.
We have no Tall Punish, so hitting this is probably right. We're gonna bring back... Let's do this one. It's the same points as the Invader, and I don't think it would mess up the Invader, but I'm not gonna risk it. There we go. Worked out pretty well. Worked out pretty well. I think that round 2 bleed was really what we had to do, although he could have avoided playing his leader charge. It wouldn't have won him the game, though. Got Achilles 91 here.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
With Frost. Frost should be a relatively decent matchup. We do need to find our cards, though. We've got Burn a Coral, but we don't have Morkvarg or Skirmisher. This is why I just don't like the discard package. I just don't like it. It never feels like it works out how it should. Maybe we need to play like a... I guess we can't play Decree. Some other tutor with a discard package to make it consistent. I don't know. That doesn't put it in your hand, though.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long.
It's certainly worth using Coral here to kill that.
That might even be amusing.
Even if we don't have the fodders. Still have Burn on Skirmishers. Oh, we got one. Nice. Drawing 2 cards. With all 3 left in our deck, there's a reasonable chance we saw one of them. I'm glad we did. Here comes the Toad. We still have Coral, so we should do the Burna. But we don't have the discard fodders, so it's not really that great. It's 4 value, though. I think we can settle for... the Scald goes ranged, though. Yeah.
Don't you pester me.
We'll discard the other Brockvar Warrior anyway. We don't have a very good round 1. He's setting up the Ardgaith.
Can you believe it?
He's setting up the Ardgaith. We could just pass. I don't know how much I like that. You know what, I like it enough to do it, because the Ardgaith will just win him the round off Winter Queen. We'd have to commit the Squirtle to kill it. This doesn't seem very good. Nice, we got a leader out of him. Do I get the Winter Queen too? No, he's gonna keep the Winter Queen. That's okay. Yeah, just go Ardgaith, Tyrnalia for like 10 carryover. Or 10 on the Winter Queen and like 4 turns of Frost next round. You want to get out there. Okay, there's the Morkvarg. Now we just need the Skirmisher. We don't have good opener cards, but he's going to have to open first. I almost want to keep this, but we should discard it. Put it back, I mean. Okay. Interesting. That doesn't tell us much about what he wants. He's going to play the round, though, because he's Tyrnalia. We do know he's going to play the round a little bit. Knowing that, I guess we should kill this off, even though I don't want to. I don't want to use a Squirtle on it, but we got to kill that off. It's worth too many points otherwise. Like, each Frost he plays, he gets +2 from that. So, it's definitely worth killing it. Okay, is he just gonna bleed us here then? Still have our other Scald, so I think we do the Burna here. Just play for the tempo. Oh, nice, we drew. I was gonna say we could have the other Scald on the Skirmisher, and then just discard the Morkvarg here. We do want to play tempo here. and just try and find some cards. It's pretty reasonable. Here comes the Frost. He's probably going to use his last leader or a bruiser. Or use this to make a bruiser. Oh yeah, he's just committing. He is committing hard here. I don't think we play the Ice Jet. We want to hit a tier. Not here. We want tier. We want to hit a tears in our hand. We want to hit the what's it called? The Foglet. I think we should drop this guy down. Obviously, still is Artigaith, but I think he'll play the Foglet first and then drop the Artigaith. No, he doesn't. Fair enough. I think we iced here. Tier can carry around 3. Let's do iced.
No retreat! Not one step!
Foglet's still really big though. But we have Svangri next if he goes Foglet. Okay. By the way, you guys notice something? There's no Winter Queen in this deck. That's interesting. But it's still Devotion. Because it had the order on Tirnalia. So he's using the provisions on something else. I'm guessing Unseen Elder. Probably going to see an Unseen Elder this game then. Alright, well we have Tier. That's something. To actually, if we just straight open Tier, the card we want to discard, we don't want this at all. We want to discard the Greatsword off of Tier, so set up the Spangri. If we just open this, he might not be able to. No, he has Riptide, right? He has Lord Riptide. Let's go for it anyway. The reason we still go for it here is if he doesn't have the Riptide's really good, and if we wait, he'll hit it with Frost and then the Destroy a Frost row. Yeah, there it is. We knew that was coming. But it should not mess up our Svangri because he used Dooms. We didn't enter our graveyard. Apparently he does enter the graveyard before being banished. Who knew? I didn't know that. That's interaction for you right there. I thought it was instead of entering the graveyard. Apparently we're dumb. So what do we want to play here? That's at 4. War of Clans can kill it off. So that is probably worth doing. Grab our Brockvar. That's not great, right? Because we can't hit the other guy first, but... Alright, that's something we want to kill. I think we'll just hit it with Bjorn right now. Why wait? We do have Last Say on our Greatsword, which is nice. For 20. Okay, there's Aridin. We can Yalmar that. Got that 8 power one. Should have gone for overkill damage because of King Bran. Should have banished the other Greatsword. Give us one more point there. The second I did it, I knew we should have done the other way. He didn't go for the death blow, which is I guess he didn't need it. So we have, I think we just play this. We'll play this onto the 10 power Invader, which will be pretty good play. He doesn't have any movement. He used his leaders earlier. Okay, so he had the Winter Queen in his hand. Interesting. Won't help him because we're going to kill it, but not bad for him. Is Bjorn worth more than Bran? Probably not. He still has the Destroy a unit on the Frost row, but with Last Say, we're good here. As if he has Caranther Golden Child in that, it won't be enough points. I kind of thought we'd seen Unseen Elder. Where does Provisions go? I guess he's... oh no, Parry and Phantom cost some, and he does have Winter Queen. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. So Golden Child's not very big because we're only playing on one row and he's got no movement. I guess he cut Bruiser. I would never cut Bruiser in this deck, although I've seen people do it. Yeah, he just takes the pass here. We'll take it too. GG.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Joke 1723. Collusion. I'm guessing Collusion in Pirates Cove. There's been a fair number of those lately. Don't want that in our hand. We got both skirmishers, which is quite nice. Oh, this hand is we never draw the discard package. Our opponents always draw it, but this time we got it for once, which means this hand will be completely perfect. That's how it works.
I suppose. And the end.
Why do I always discard a skirmisher before Morkvarg? I have no idea why. Other than it's technically a point more if you want to hold on to it. Well, good for us. He didn't actually kill the coral, so we get potentially 2 damage here. Well, potentially 4, probably 2. Oh, we actually do get the full 4 damage. Discard package feels so good when it works, but it's not the most consistent thing. Okay, well that card's a problem. That has to die. I don't think we can kill it. Despite everything in our hand, we cannot kill that. That's a problem. We have to settle for setup here. So he's going to take the round. See if he's playing King of Beggars. He is. Oh, that steal could be really annoying. Yeah, there it is. Trying to think. I think we want to play this Scald still.
Don't you pester me.
We did draw a way to kill the little bird, but I think it might be too late. It's already given him 15 for 6 coins. It's like 9 extra points. Yeah, so this is it for this round. He gets his long rounds. We did play both of his pulling the strings, which is good that they're not on things you wanted to revive. They were very high value, though. Let's see, we want to get our iced. Ice the big card we're missing. How do we... I think we can put you back. Warflands is pretty good. We'll put this back too. He might just take round 3. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought would happen here. So we want to play the Scald. Just cycle. We'll discard you. Is there benefits playing a card? Not really. Mulligans are better than just playing cards here because we can put back the Great Sword if we draw it. And we should have a lot of damage, at least, to deal with his stuff. There's the Iced. We want that in our deck. Have 2 more redraws. War of Clans would be good. Like, very, very good. We have a tier. Didn't get it. Well, that's unfortunate. We have to wait on the tier still, so we'll just open with the Raiders. Kept this card to be an opener. This is a nice opener. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. So we have 3 big removals, right? Got 4. We have 4 big removals. Leader, Bjorn, Squirtle, Yalmar. This can destroy a lot of stuff. Open with a poison. To be fair, we do not have good just point slam cards. King Brand's our next best one. If this is a second fist stick, we're gonna feel really bad. He's gonna look for it. Oh, just Novigrad. That's also really bad. It's just the weakness of damage-based decks, but he has to start playing engines eventually. It's not like he's a no-unit deck. He's looking for another poison, and he finds it. Nice. Good for him. I think we just rip the tier. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Did I say tier? I meant iced. And then we'll go tier after. Go iced. Summon the great swords. Fair enough. We still have tier though. Trying to think what we want to discard. You only boost by 5 now, right? Yeah, because he killed that guy off. Guess we would discard the Svangri. Still pretty big. So great sword is on the board. He's gonna kill the tier. I assume. Not killing tier is always bad. And we just want to control his gang count so we don't get blown out by Sneaky Collusion. Right now he only has 1 gang, so we're not too scared yet. Okay, that's a double gang card. That is actually a kill priority. So we'll grab our guy who does 3 damage from the graveyard. Getting him over the Brockvar because he gets double the value off tier. That's another double gang card, so that's one we want to get rid of. Collusion always feels pretty bad if you're getting rid of the stuff that has all the gang tags on it. Siki will be a big play still, though. So he does have his King of Beggars in deck. Alright, he's going to look for it now. Hopefully this doesn't get a double gang card. If it's just 1 gang, we can deal with it. But he's going to look for a double gang and leader here, I think. What do you have? Your Crown Splitter? Crown Splitter and Cut Up. And Pyre. Okay, he's going to go for the Collusion here, right? There he is. King of Beggars triggers. Not sure we have enough for this.
My knights, I need to be like witches, strong and immovable.
What's our Yalmar Yalmar? So Yalmar max damage looking like? Is it 6? No, it's 7. It's 7. So we do want to kill off his spenders here. So we'll do Yalmar now. Get rid of this guy. And this is a more efficient spender, so we should kill this one. It's also his only gang of that category. Let's kill the little bird. I think we lose. I think we lose to Collusion here. Picked Salamandra. So we can either kill, well, no, we have to. I was thinking we could either kill the little bird or go for the blind die because it gets so much value. But I think we have to kill, you have to kill this. But Collusion will get him the game here. We had to bleed him round 2, but we couldn't win the round 1 since we couldn't get rid of the little bird. But that'll do it.
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
That will do it. GG. Enslave, okay.
You best yield now.
Enslave 5, so this is gonna be Shoop. Shoop Enslave. Put that back for now. One of you back. We don't want to draw you. Guess we could. We have so many discards. We don't want to play the Invader. I think we just opened by discarding this On-Crate Warrior with the Scald.
Don't you pester me.
So we want to get the extra damage off Coral. For sure. Diplomacy and Joust, okay. Just thinning the deck here, it seems. Oh, did we just... Oh, we got a boat builders. It looked like Imperial Marine, and I was really confused. But it was not. Let's go here. That armor is going to be annoying for him to have.
Not the likes of overseas plundering in springtime.
Of course, he's probably going to think we're annoying for doing this, too.
Let's not get in the way of the axe.
He might not even bother with the Coral. Yeah, okay. We have Scald. This is our last Scald for the discard of Morkvarg. We actually want to keep that, so I think we'll do the Burna. Like, it's 4 extra value. We kind of have to take it. I mean, we don't have to, but it's really too good to pass up. We could still discard the Morkvarg with this later. We can get the Shoop out. That's perfectly good.
Nothing will stop us.
He's going for his armor. I think War of Clans makes sense here. Just knock that thing down a bit. Maybe we should have brought back the Invader instead. But if he kept playing, I wanted to kill this boat builder. Alright, we're looking okay here. The problem is Shoop. Shoop's such an insane card. I think we have to try and force the shoop here. Oh, this is pretty good though. Nice hand. Oh, we got Drag. Do we put the... We should put this greatsword back in case we draw a second copy. So we've got Tyr and a War of Clans. I have been thinking about, since the thing with Svanreach is Svanreach and Iced are both things you want to play in the same turn as Blaze of Glory. And they can conflict. They can conflict. We're boosting these because of War of Clans. Yeah, they can conflict because you want to play both in the same turn. I'm guessing this gets seized or something. There's no way he lives a turn. So I've been thinking about maybe swapping out the Svanreach for like a Frey's Blessing, because it's good on the Great Swords and can trigger a Tyr. I'm thinking about that. He didn't kill Drake. Come on, you gotta enslave it. Oh. That is interesting. Why wouldn't he do it? He's got to have Shoop in hand then. Doesn't make sense unless this makes no sense unless he's setting up for Shoop. Setting up for Shoop, Scald is good.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Because it minimizes the value. Right, and we know we have 2 of these, so we can't mess up and draw into the one we want to do Blaze of Glory on. I'm guessing the 13 damage Shoop comes down here, but it doesn't kill all of our stuff. Because it could hit his own guy now.
The senses can be fooled easily.
I mean, that's a good card and all. We're gonna Skjortle. We didn't Skjortle last turn. Because I didn't want to set up an easy Shoop. I'm just killing that because he might still be playing. Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of Assimilates off. Getting rid of these is all. Having these gone is all good with me. He has not played a real one yet, though. I think we would do kill this now, though. I'm thinking if we want to go Tyr. He didn't stack his deck or anything. Right, there's no Jan. So, he might not have a great hand. Although he's spamming Nausicaa, so it can't be that bad. We really want him to play Enslave, or use the Enslave prior to us going Tyr. Otherwise he can steal the Tyr too easily. Not that I'm afraid of him using Tyr from his graveyard, but if he just steals the Tyr, he can like hit it with the Tourney Joust and seize it, and it's too easy. I mean, he's got Vilgefortz anyway, so what are we gonna do? Oh, he's got Vilgefortz anyway. We should probably do our... He might not have Vilgefortz. I mean, who are we kidding? We should do the Iced. Ha, I say we should do the Iced. He's in there still. Okay, well, that's not happening. Tyr. Do we want to Tyr? That is the question. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's boost this. And then I think we will do the Tyr on that, and then discard the Greatsword, and then try playing a Svanreach. Could wait. Could wait and play Brockvar Warrior. Brockvar Warrior doesn't trigger easily, though. Let's just play King Bran. King Bran's the non-committal play. Get 1 more point. And by the way, it's not Shoop, it's just Enslave 5. So you have 2 of these guys. So I guess it's just he wanted to play Yennefer's Invocation or something. I didn't even see what just happened. The Tourney Joust? Yes. I mean, I guess we go for it.
We'll build up Skellige with our bare hands.
If he kills it, he can't kill the, oh, I mean, he's Nilfgaard, so he probably can also kill the invader. Maybe you want a heat wave, you never know. I mean, we've got War of Clans. This is just... How greedy do we want to be on War of Clans? Let's be really greedy with the War of Clans, because it is a nice tempo play round 3. Like, the chance here is he might kill the tier first. I think it's more likely the tier lives, because he didn't kill it last turn, than, like, a random other unit doesn't die for the spawn reach. Oh, he's gonna thin. He's looking for something. What are we discarding? What is it? He's picking. Slowly he's picking. What is it? Will we ever find out? Or is he just gonna quit? He discarded Stefan Skellen. Oh my goodness. He's an enslave here. I mean, we're just destroying him. Didn't kill tier. Smack away with this. It's gonna be insane. And we have iced round 3 if he somehow wins this. Okay, there's Ivo. Yeah, sure. Do we just go here with the 26-point play? Do we indeed just go for it? He actually got last save back, which I was not expecting. Downside here is if he Vilgefortzes, it's bad. Right? But would Vilgefortz be enough? I think we just take this card to round 3. He got out of this. But the Ivo is gone. And the Stefan Skellen's gone. He's got a shot, though. So we want 2 bronzes in our deck because of Vilgefortz. So this is actually the hand we want. Because then if he Vilgefortzes, like, at least we get one of these that are decent. But Stefan Skellen being discarded means his hand must be full of insane cards. It also means we don't have to worry about Stefan Skellen, so that's nice. I'm just trying to figure out what the non-tactic he wanted to include in his deck was. For the Enslave 5. Guess we might never find out. Hey, there's Nausicaa. What are we looking at on Yalmar? We should just ice this. No, we should just ice this.
No retreat, not one step.
And we left that one decent unit in our deck for any Vilgefortzes. But he has to Vilgefortz the Invader. It's a 27. Magni. Okay. To be fair, we can't trigger Iced again. I guess if he Vilgefortzes us, we can. So there's that. No, it's just during our... Yeah, it's just our turns. The Vilgefortz doesn't work. That's why Frost does, though. Stuff like that. I'm just not sure what his plan here will be. What are we gonna do, buddy? Gotta play it. And he's out here. As he should be. Yalmar coming down for 15 damage or something. We got 27. There's no way he's coming back from that one. So that's the deck, guys. I really enjoy this as a Skellige deck. I like it way more than Raid Warriors, which I don't like at all. But what are you going to do? It's not as good as Raid Warriors, because that deck is actually very strong most of the time. But it does have more tempo, it has more point plays, and less reliant on the raids and damage, which means against less unit-heavy matchups, it's better. Also, I think it's way more fun than Raid Warriors. Just spamming cards that kill everything your opponent plays is very boring for both sides, in my opinion. In this case, for our deck, though, Tyr, I'll be honest, guys, I have not played Tyr since the day after he came out, because I never played Raid Warriors, except that one time when Highland Warlord was released. I came up with the Raid Warrior deck, as did a lot of people, I'm sure, after seeing it, and that's the only time I ever played Tyr. So, you know, Tyr is kind of an interesting one, because I never play him. Play against him a lot. But in this deck, I do like him. Obviously, we're playing War of Clans to synergize, but like I said, I wanted to try and fit in right. Because I think Svanreach, as much as I wanted to try out Svanreach and as wanted to make this deck, because even the deck's even named after him, is it has a lot of issues with Iced, right? Because you want to go Iced, Blaze of Glory, and you want to go Blaze of Glory, Svanreach. The problem there is you can't do both of those in the same turn, and if you do Iced, Blaze of Glory, they always kill Iced, which means the Svanreach is only boosting by like 5 or something, which is bad. If you go, I mean, you can't go the other way around because the Ice doesn't trigger. So I think the Ice is better. I mean, I know the Ice is better, but I thought maybe we could get some synergies, because you can discard the Great Sword. You can drag the Great Sword for Svanreach. That's something maybe we should have tried more often, because perhaps maybe there's something there. But I think I'd rather have our right, as we can bring back a pretty big Greatsword with drag, or we can bring back something for here. The problem is outside of that, it's not good. Like, the right has a lot of not great synergies, so I don't know. Obviously, as well, like, we could take out Yalmar. Like, all right, if we're being honest here, we probably should not be playing Realmar. We probably should not be playing. I guess we probably shouldn't be playing Svanreach. And if we're being honest, what we should probably play is this very balanced card called Care Trollday. Or I think Fukusha makes a lot of sense here. Like, maybe go Fukusha. Not maybe, but you probably should go Fukusha and probably cut this Raiders to a the 4 Persian guys. Like, you probably should do this. And I'm thinking about what would make the deck the strongest. Probably do that. Probably then send one of these. And then just pick a unit. Can't really go wrong with the Funeral Boat. But yeah, just like one of these. I like Uncrate Warcrier. Or one of these. Like, maybe something like this. Because the Fukusha gives you a lot of options, right? It gives you another play on bringing back a really big Skjortel, or bringing back a really big Bjorn. It gives you the option to bring back a big Greatsword with the rain triggering it to heal it. So I think this makes more sense. I think it's better, but I really did enjoy playing Yalmar. Like, Yalmar is one of my favorite cards for Skellige. It's very cool. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. That's what I think. Really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Hope you enjoyed seeing something a little bit different out of Skellige. And yeah, also the Fukusha still synergizes with the Tyr. I probably should mention that. But yeah, this is just what I thought would be kind of fun. Everyone was in the mood to play some Svanreach and some Yalmar. So we came up with this deck. That is basically where this came from. But hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. And we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.